All right. For today's topic of discussion, we're going to be talking about perfecting everything around you before trying to perfect your craft. Now, I'm not saying for working on perfecting your craft is an issue without having everything around you perfect. I'm saying that if everything around you doesn't align with the person that you want to be, you're not going to become that person. Let's say, let's say you want to get into drop shipping or trading, just the two biggest niches, right? Dropshipping or trading. Let's say you're trying to get into either of those. What do people who succeed in those fields all have in common? All of those people are disciplined, have structure in their life, have worked hard, and didn't give up. That's what they have in common. Now you, what are you doing? Are you following the exact same things as they're doing? Do you have structure in your life? Are you disciplined, or are you waking up at 9:25 a.m. and then hopping on the charts at 9:30, taking a trade and jerking it, and then going to sleep? Is that what you're doing? Because if it is, then you're not like them. Listen, when you see someone that you want to be like, you have to think about what they do and work 10 times harder than they work just to get to their level. You have to think like that just to get to their level. Now, what I mean by building structure around your life is when you're first starting out doing anything, if there's no structure around your life, you have no reason to even work. Now, let's say you wake up and you don't make your bed. Let's say you wake up and you don't make your bed, and you have laundry in your room that you haven't done. So you wake up, you don't make your bed, there's laundry you haven't done, and there's dishes in your room. There's so much things in your life that you have to perfect or get good at before getting good at what you want to do. Now, let's say you're getting into what do traders have? They have structure, discipline, and patience. Now, externally, let's say you have anger issues or you have mental health problems and you're trying to get into trading. Those two don't really align. Now, when you hop on the charts or when you're doing any craft that involves your brain, your mind's really gonna play out. So, if you're on the charts and it's 9:30 and you have extreme fear in your life, extreme fear for your future, it's gonna show on the charts. It's gonna show how much fear you really have in your life. It's gonna, let's say it's 9:30 and you see a big move up. You're gonna answer because you have fear of missing out. Or let's say you're not confident in your strategy. You have low confidence. It's gonna show in the charts. You're not gonna believe in your strategy and you're gonna miss your setup. Everything you do in real life goes back to what you want to work on or what you want to do for the rest of your life. You have to make everything in your life align with the person you want to be in your future. You have to start dressing like what you want to be like in your future. You have to start acting like what you want to be like in your future. You have to start walking like it. You have to start speaking like it. And you have to align with it. And that doesn't mean have a big ego and walk around like you're the best on this earth. You you're not even close. And nobody is. Nobody is above Allah. No one's above the Creator. And don't try to put yourself there. Because when you do, that's when you'll get stomped on. That's when you'll realize how small you really are. And it's better to not have that arrogance. It's better to have a low ego with high confidence. Be highly confident in yourself, but don't believe you're better than everyone. Because honestly, even if you're doing better than 99% of the world, still 1% better than you. You're never gonna be the best. But that's not saying you shouldn't try to. Of course, have that high level of confidence. Have that delusion that you're gonna be the best there ever was in the craft that you do. But don't put yourself above anybody else. Don't think you're better than anyone because you're doing that. You never know what's going on with someone's life. That's what the point of this video. The point of this video is if what you're doing doesn't align with you or the person you want to become, then you're never going to become that person simply because you don't want to be that person. If you don't walk like that person, you don't want to be like that person. If you don't dress like that person, you don't want to be like that person. If you don't talk like that person, you don't want to be like that person. You have to start acting, talking, walking like how you want to be in the future now. And even if you're broke and have nothing to your name, start acting like you're rich. Like, I'm not saying to LARP. I'm not saying become a fraud. I'm saying act with high confidence, lower ego. You don't have to spend outrageous amounts of money. You just have to dress properly, dress for the occasion. Honestly, that's really all there is to acting like your future self. And this is just one piece of the puzzle. I have other videos talking about what else helps build success. But this is just one of the few pieces of the puzzle that builds success over the long run. And doing this now, it'll eventually become a habit. You'll build a habit of making your bed every day, cleaning your dishes, doing your laundry, dressing properly, talking properly, walking properly, remove cursing out of your vocabulary, expand your vocabulary, speak proper. Doing all of this subconsciously, you're going to start doing it without thinking about it. Even though you're thinking about it right now, you're going to start doing it without thinking about it. And that's where you want to be, because when you start doing it without thinking about it, that's when you're going to start becoming that person. Not trying to become that person. You're going to start becoming that person. And when you start becoming that person, you have to become that person. If you start acting like you're a millionaire and think you're a millionaire, you're going to become a millionaire. It's bound to happen as long as you do, when you do those steps, and never give up. That's it. That's really all there is to it. This is just one of the few lectures I have. Go check out the other ones on my page. This one was kind of short. But this is all off the dome. I didn't write anything down in my notes, so.